Hey team, welcome to ACE Academy. I'm Harini and today we'll be looking at the most important current affairs of April 17, 2021. So without much delay, let's get into the first question. So the first question is, which country signed the statement of intent with Niti Aayog's Atal Innovation Mission for promoting innovation and entrepreneurship among Indian entrepreneurs and startups? So the answer is option A, Denmark. Niti Aayog's Atal Innovation Mission and Embassy of Denmark signed a statement of intent for promoting innovation and entrepreneurship among aspiring entrepreneurs and startups in India as a part of Indo-Danish bilateral green strategic partnership. So then moving on to the next question. So the second question is, who recently released a commemorative postage stamp on the memory of Rajyogini Dadi Janaki? So the answer is option D, M. Venkaiah Naidu. On 12th of April 2021, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu released a commemorative postage stamp on the memory of Rajyogini Dadi Janaki, the former chief of Brahmakumaris, commemorating her spiritual works and fights social evils like gender discrimination, casteism, and communalism at New Delhi. So, then moving on to the next question. So, the third question is, which country's COVID 19 vaccine was approved by Drugs Controller General of India? So, the answer is option D, Russia, Sputnik 5. So, Sputnik 5 is manufactured in India by Hyderabad based Dr. Reddy's Laboratories. So, then moving on to the next question. So, the fourth question is, with which country the communication provider OneWeb signed an MOU for cooperation in the field of satellite communication and establishing a low Earth orbiter center of excellence? So the answer is option B, Kazakhstan. And the CEO of OneWeb is Neil Masterson and the executive chairman is Sunil Bharati Mittal and the headquarters is located in London, United Kingdom. So then moving on to the next question. So the fifth question is, where was the multilateral military exercise Shantir Orgosena 2021 and UN mandated counter-terrorism exercise conducted? So the answer is option A, Bangladesh. India also participated in the multilateral military exercise and the theme of this is robust peacekeeping operation, and the other participants are Royal Bhutan Army, Sri Lankan Army and Bangladesh Army, and it was held from April 4 to 12, 2021. So then moving on to the next question. So the sixth question is, which is the first country in the world to introduce a climate change law for regulating the financial sector? So the answer is option B, New Zealand. And as per the new law, all banks, insurers, investment managers with a total asset value greater than USD 703 million shall report the impact of climate change on their investment to the government. So then moving on to the next question. So the seventh question is, which bank recently executed its first secured overnight financing rate linked trading borrowing transaction with American lender Wells Fargo Bank? So the answer is option A, Yes Bank. So SOF and SONIA. So SOF stands for Secured Overnight Financing Rating and SONIA stands for Sterling Overnight Interbank Average Rate are the two popular alternative rates to the Global Benchmark Interest Rate LIBOR, which stands for London Interbank Offer Rates, and which will be phased out by the end of the year 2021. So then moving on to the next question. And the eighth question is, which bank was issued a penalty of rupees 25 crore by SEBI for mis-selling its additional Tier 1 bonds? So the answer is option A, Yes Bank. SEBI has imposed a penalty of rupees 25 crore to Yes Bank for mis-selling lenders AT1 bonds during the period from December 1, 2016 to February 29, 2020. So then moving on to the next question. So the ninth question is, in April 2021, Punjab National Bank launched a digital initiative, PNB at Ease, through which of the following PNB at Ease can be accessed? So the answer is option A, ATM, automated teller machines. So PNB at Ease outlets will be loaded with 5 kiosks, that is ATM, bunch note operator, account opening kiosk, card issuance kiosk, and internet enabled kiosk. So then moving on to the next question. So the 10th question is, what was India's GDP projected by Nomura for financial year 2022? So the answer is option B, 12.6%. Nomura has decreased India's GDP growth rate forecasted for financial year 2022 to be 12.6% from its earlier prediction of 13.5% due to the rise in COVID-19 cases and retail inflation. So then moving on to the next question. So the 11th question is, which organization recently signed an MOU with Japan's Mitsubishi and Co. Limited for enhancing small-scale LNG applications in India? So the answer is option B, INOXCVA, with an aim to ensure small-scale LNG, which stands for liquefied natural gas, applications development and provide stimulus to gas-based economy in India. MOU was targeted to increase the penetration and consumption of clean, reliable and cost-efficient LNG. So then moving on to the next question. So the 12th question is, which company partnered with Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited for implementing AI and cloud technologies in BPCL sales and distribution network? So the answer is option D, Accenture. Accenture will be using its capabilities in artificial intelligence, cloud technologies to build, design and implement a digital platform called IRIS for BPCL. So then moving on to the next question. So the 13th question is, which PSU was awarded the National Award for Innovation Training Practices 2019 to 2020 at the 30th National Award Ceremony? So the answer is option D, Hindustan Aeronauticals Limited. So HAL is Central Public Sector Undertaking based in Bangalore in Karnataka, has won the National Award for Innovation Training Practices 2019 to 2020 at the 30th National Award Ceremony organized by the Indian Society for Training and Development in New Delhi. So then moving on to the next question. So the 14th question is, President Ramnath Kovind appointed Dash as the new Chief Election Commissioner of India under the provision of, so the answer is option B, Sushil Chandra, under Article 324. He succeeds Sunil Arora, whose tenure ended on 12th of April 2021, and he was appointed in the pursuance of Clause 2 of the Article 324 of the Constitution of India, and the tenure of CEC, that is Chief Election Commissioner, is 6 years or up to 65 years of age, whichever is earlier. So then moving on to the next question. So the 15th question is, in April 2021, Guillermo Lasso was elected as the president of which country? So the answer is option B, Ecuador. So he has been elected as the 47th president of Ecuador, and he will assume office on 24th of May 2021. He will take over the incumbent Lenin Moreno. So then moving on to the next question. So the 16th question is, who got approval from the appointment committee of the cabinet to serve as the Director General of Directorate General of Civil Aviation for a period of 6 months? So the answer is option B, Arun Kumar. The appointment committee of the cabinet headed by Prime Minister has approved the extension in the tenure of Arun Kumar IAS as the Director General of the Directorate General of Civil Aviation for a period of 6 months beyond 20th April 2021 or until further orders. So then moving on to the next question. So the 17th question is, which company got approval from the Competition Commission of India for acquiring 60% stake in Magma FinCorp Limited? So the answer is option D, Racing Sun Holding Private Limited, and an additional 4.68% stake has been acquired by Sanjay Chaira and Mayank Podar. So then moving on to the next question. And the 18th question is, which organization developed DGFT's mobile app trade facilitation that provides regular updates on India's import and export details? So the answer is option C, Tata Consultancy Services, and it was launched by Union Minister of Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal. So then moving on to the next question. So the 19th question is, which country constructed a 5G signal base at the world's highest radar station, Gunbala radar station? So the answer is option B, China. China opened its 5G signal base at the world's highest radar station, Gunbala radar station, which is located at a height of 5,374 meters in the remote Himalayas of China's Tibet Autonomous Region. So then moving on to the next question. So the 20th question is, when was the World Parkinson Day annually celebrated? So the answer is option A, on 11th of April. It is celebrated to create awareness and raise the funds to support the people living with Parkinson disease. The day marks the birth anniversary of Dr. James Parkinson, who was the first to describe Parkinson disease as the neurological syndrome in 1817. So that's it. We are done for the day, and thank you for watching our video. And if you think that we are doing good, please let us know in the comment section below, because it means a lot to us. And I'll meet you in my next video. Till then, bye. It's me, Harini, signing off.